You're listening to Purple and Gold Stream, your home of Los Angeles Lakers.
What is going on, Laker fans? Welcome to postgame recap. What an interesting game tonight. This is a one-of game that I expected Lakers might lose, and they're gonna snap their road game winning streak. I was pretty much right until the end. It was like a seesaw battle. Lakers stormed back down 10. They went on a 13-0 run. They took a lead. Just 30 seconds left in the game. And then we made a little defensive mistake. Caruso on Tobias Harris. Obviously, Caruso wasn't tall enough to contest Tobias Harris' turn-on jumper. And that was pretty much it. That was the winning shot. We had 2.4 seconds at the end. Didn't have any timeouts left. And Anthony Davis, tried to draw the foul. The referee say no. And that's the bottom line. As the Lakers snap their 10-game winning streak on the road, as Sixers defeat Lakers 107-106. This was a very disappointing game to start. Lakers didn't have much energy. I think that they had one of the worst road game this season. This was one of them. They just didn't have a chance to really come back. They were down the whole game. They had I think Sixers were leading 16 points. That was the largest lead of the game. Lakers had their largest lead was 3. So that just tells you that Sixers had control the whole game. And obviously, we had LeBron James that gave us a couple spurt. He scored 34 points and 6 rebounds, 6 assists, shot the ball well. He continued to dominate like he did against the Cleveland Cavaliers. He set the tone early offense. He was getting his teammates involved. He was attacking the rim most of the time. He did not shoot the 3 well. He did not shoot 3 that much this game. The other guy, you thought it was AD, but I'll have to give a credit to Dennis Schroeder. He was scoreless in the first half. Then he scored all 16 points in the second half, especially in the third quarter. He scored 8 points. And then fourth quarter, he did the same thing. He was the one single guy that made us a comeback when we had that 13-0 run. So I got to give a lot of credit to Schroeder. And we'll take a look at some of the game highlights, and then I'll explain the team stats while we're watching the highlights. So you can see as Davis was pretty aggressive early. He was double digits in the first half. But the Harris was on fire tonight. He was just the guy that we could not stop. And Joel Embiid as well, but Tobias has ended with 24 points, 10 for 16. Embiid finished with 28 points, and he went to the line 13 times. If we allow the opponents to get to the line that often, it's not easy to win. Another disappointing thing is our free throw line. I mean, we missed 4 straight. It was critical because we were about to come back. And then we just couldn't do it. LeBron missed 2 straight, and Anthony Davis 2 straight. Anthony Davis continued to struggle from free throw. He's shooting 74%, which is his career low this season. LeBron, as you know, is not a strong free throw shooter, especially in the clutch time. You can rely on his 3-pointer more than his free throw in the clutch time. And we did score a lot of points in the paint. We scored 62-50 for Philly, right? We did attack a lot of time. As you can see, LeBron just bulldozing into the rim. But we allowed a lot of fast break points for the Sixers as they scored 21-13 on the fast break. And the bench scoring was even. It was 22-22. None of the bench scorers had a good game. Even the Montreal Herald seems like he's struggling matching against the MB. MB is way too big for him. He had a hard time really matching with him. And the other problem was our rebound. I mean, we allowed Sixers to get 57 rebound. We had a 51, so +6 for the Sixers. Our turnover was also issue. We allowed 14 turnovers to 12 for the Philly. The Philly had 12. Well, we had more points off the turnovers than Philly. So I think the biggest difference is definitely because we lost just by 1 point. It was a free throw line. We had Anthony Davis and LeBron James not missing those free throws in the fourth quarter. Would have really probably took to this lead and would not have made the game difficult. So I think the biggest problem was the free throw line and allowing Sixers to get the second chance and also the rebound ratio. The Sixers had more size in the paint, and they used advantage of that. Look at that Simmons mismatching against KCP, and then use a Shake Milton going against the shooter. See, they have a lot of size. Their size is way bigger than us. So LeBron James is aggressive. He go against the Simmons. The Simmons is almost the same height as LeBron, but LeBron is way bigger. And take a look at that play where they're securing the rebound and getting that second chance. That was crucial for Lakers. Their energy level wasn't too good. And I gotta really say something about Anthony Davis. Has not been happy with his performance this season. He doesn't look like he's the same guy we saw in the bubble. He doesn't look like he wants to play aggressive. He's not boxing out too much. And he tried to draw, charge. A little risky. If the referee don't blow it, you allow that 2 point. And our defense against 3 was not good as well, as I was a little late on our defensive switch. Ben Simmons did an excellent job. He had a triple-double. He did not shoot the ball well because he's not a shooter by any means. Ben Simmons is always looking to get his teammates involved. And he had a very decent game. He shot the ball well, 8 for 15, his 11 rebound, 10 assists. I think it definitely had a kind of game that any Ben Simmons fan would have expected. And he was matching against LeBron, of course, one of the best player in the history of the league. And he was not scared of it. But that was a great pass. Like you see that backdoor cut to Anthony Davis. And then this is shooter time. He was coming up very aggressive in the third quarter as he had a scoreless first half. Then we had a problem stopping Tobias Harris all night. He was just getting to his spot every time, on comfort zone. And we allow three-pointer like that. Joel Embiid is pretty decent three-pointer. Of course, he's a big man, but he can stretch the floor. The shooter floater is very effective against any team, and he needs to do more of that. I just had a little problem with our defending in, the points in the paint. So our size is lacking this season. So we're losing those two big men. Then we replaced with Marcus Gasol. Gasol is almost non-existent this season. He's not doing a good job on defense. He's pretty slow, late on his leg. The age is getting up to him. So look at that play also. It's way too easy. We allow that, the rookie to get to the lane like that easily. Tyrese Maxey also has a bright future for the Sixers. The Lakers are down the most of the time, as I said. They only have the largest lead of 3, the Sixers at 16. And then we try to make a comeback here at the end of third quarter, and we allow the Korkmaz to hit that 3. Then lead was extended. Then we were down 9 going into the fourth, right? And then this, look at that pass from Embiid to Simmons. As they work excellent this season. Just want to play with Embiid is just dominant. He's going against the Harrell and he just floated up. And LeBron hits that 3 to cut the lead to 10. And then, Sixers pretty much in control. That's Simmons. Look, that's the kind of play I'm talking about. Anthony Davis not going for the rebound. And that has to do with his energy level. Of course, he's not very aggressive every time. He allowed opponents to get the rebounds over him. Although he's bigger. Not using a size well. And Caruso, I have to give a lot of props tonight. He's ended up with 10 points. He's another player that helped us coming back, going on a run, and then try to keep the game close. See, this is the shooter score a lot of points in the paint. And then there's Tobias Harris with the great fall away jumper over Anthony Davis. And this play, you can see how Embiid's footwork, excellent, does the double pump, double clutch over 6'11" guy. He's a 7-footer by himself, and it's very smooth. This is where Lakers make a comeback when Caruso hits that 3. They were only down 7, and they make a furious comeback here. Here's shooter for 3, and they cut it to 4. Then LeBron to KCP. That's crucial. There's 3 straight 3 to come back within 1. There's just 1 minute left. Then LeBron to Davis. Davis with a great cut. And the Lakers take a lead. With 11 seconds left. But that play, look at that. That's Caruso's mistake, right? He wasn't contesting shot enough. Then Tobias Harris is way too big for him. Then eventually Lakers, they just couldn't come back to win this game. As they fall to the Sixers, 107 to 106. And the next game they're playing against Boston. Tomorrow, by mistake, tomorrow against Detroit Pistons. It's a back-to-back. We need to get that win. We can't go back-to-back loss. That's really gonna bite us at the end. We are 14-5 and still currently number 1 standing in the Western Conference and the league. And we need to get the wins that we're supposed to. And that's going to be the Detroit game. And try to get a win in Boston on Saturday and ends with Atlanta on Monday. All right, I hope you guys have a good night, and I'll see you on next post-game recap. All right, go Lakers.